Today your heart is weary, but God says, be still and listen to me. What you once saw in your dreams is now about to come true. My hand is upon your small beginning. What you have started, I will bring to completion. No enemy can stop what I have ordained for you. What you have sown, you shall surely reap. I will not disappoint you. Hold on to faith, stay thankful, and keep trusting me. This beginning will lift you to new heights. Blessings will follow your every step. Evil does not always roar like a lion, sometimes it whispers like a friend. It wears the mask of concern and drips honey from a poisoned tongue. Stay prayerful, stay discerning, guard your soul's quiet places. Deception often knocks with a smile and promises disguised as blessings. Be watchful of flattery that feeds your pride but starves your spirit. Let prayer be your shield and wisdom your sword. Many wolves wear sheep's clothing, waiting for the moment your guard drops. Not every hand extended to lift you up is clean. Pray for eyes that see beyond appearances and a heart that clings to peace. Not everyone who sits at your table comes to share your bread, some come to study your weaknesses. Silence and discernment will protect you more than open trust. Keep your spirit anchored in prayer. Spiritual envy hides behind hollow praises and borrowed words of love. The enemy uses sweet talk to slip through unguarded doors. Be wise enough to listen with your soul, not just your ears. Be careful of those who celebrate your victories too loudly. Sometimes the loudest cheers hide the deepest resentment. Pray for the wisdom to read hidden motives and the strength to walk away. Sometimes betrayal wears the scent of affection and the clothes of loyalty. Remember, not all who speak of light walk in it. Pray to stand firm in truth and cover your mind with discernment. There are hands that clap for you in public but plot against you in secret. Fear not, for your prayers expose what your eyes can't see. Guard your peace fiercely, not everyone deserves entry. Darkness loves to dress as light. It mimics faith, pretends to care, imitates kindness. But God gives you the gift of discernment. Use it to separate truth from pretense. Some people applaud your growth only because they think they can control your harvest later. Pray for the courage to cut ties with hidden manipulators. Protect your spirit from disguised poison. Do not let sweet words distract you from foul actions. There is a wisdom that comes only through prayer. Seek it daily. Guard your peace like treasure, for many wish to steal it with flattery. There are those who attach themselves to your light only to drain it. They come with smiles but leave shadows. Keep your circle covered in prayer and your heart clothed in caution. Deceit often hides behind borrowed prayers and rehearsed blessings. True support is consistent, silent, and rooted in sacrifice. Let prayer uncover the true faces around you. Not every brother or sister in spirit has pure intentions. Some watch your blessings only to envy them secretly. Be wise, pray without ceasing, and trust the quiet whispers of your spirit. Sometimes the people closest to you hold the deepest grudges. They hide envy under forced hugs and false encouragement. Stay awake in spirit, your peace is precious. Guard your mind from those who pretend to protect it but feed it doubts instead. Their concern is only a disguise for control. Anchor yourself in prayer and choose peace over company. When people show sudden love after your breakthrough, test the roots of their affection. Not all well-wishers wish you well. Let your prayers filter your connections. A deceitful heart wears the costume of care and weaves words to bind your trust. Be vigilant, God will reveal what's hidden. Hold your peace close and your prayers closer. Never forget, the enemy sometimes prays with you just to study your prayers. He learns your dreams and fears to use them against you. Stay covered, stay wise, stay hidden in God's presence. There is a kindness that costs nothing yet extracts everything. Beware of help that makes you helpless later. Pray for the wisdom to stand alone when needed. Do not be deceived by those who quote scripture but twist it to serve their envy. Even the serpent knew the words of Eden. Seek the spirit behind the words, not just the words themselves. Some will offer shoulders to cry on, only to gossip about your tears. Keep your secrets in prayer and your trust in God, not in men's lips. A false friend will light a fire just to warm you and then blame you for the ashes. Discernment is your safeguard. Pray for eyes that see intentions clearly. Do not mistake repeated I love yous for loyalty. Actions reveal what words hide. Keep praying, keep watching. Your peace is not for sale. Sometimes support is just surveillance. They stay close, not to help you rise but to keep you small. Pray for release from hidden cages. Many will promise to fight your battles, but only to study your weakness. The real victory is in silence, prayer, and a guarded heart. When the fake smiles fade, truth stands naked. But by then, your discernment will have protected you. Pray for hidden traps to be exposed before they spring. A sweet tongue can hide a bitter heart. Listen for the tone of envy beneath the music of praise. Pray that your spirit stays sensitive to these false harmonies. Not everyone claps when you win. Some clap so they blend in with your crowd. Stay humble, stay wise, stay covered in prayer. The greatest protection against hidden evil is an open channel to God. Talk to Him more than you talk to them. He will show you who is true and who only pretends. You don't have to raise your voice for heaven to listen. Even the quiet prayers you say under your breath are heard by the one who loves you most. When your heart aches too deeply for words, your tears speak on your behalf. God understands every drop. In the silence of your room, when you feel unseen, remember He who made you sees you clearer than you see yourself. Your sighs, your broken words, your hidden pain, none of it is hidden from the Lord. He gathers it all gently in His hands. There is no distance too great, no whisper too soft. Every word you breathe toward heaven finds its way home. When you feel too weak to pray, know that even your longing is a prayer. The Spirit carries it to the Father. You don't have to perform for God. You don't have to be eloquent. He listens for honesty, not perfection. Sometimes the loudest prayers are the ones you never say aloud. God hears the language of your soul. The Lord sits close when your heart is broken. Your tears are precious to Him, counted and remembered. You may feel unheard by people, but the one who knit you together bends low to catch every whisper. When you have no words left, sit in His presence. Silence with Him can heal what noise cannot touch. God is not looking for fancy phrases. A simple, "Help me, Lord," moves mountains in His heart. Your whispered "I need you" echoes louder in heaven than 1,000 shouts on earth. You are never alone in the quiet moments. The one who called the stars by name calls you by name, too. When life drowns out your voice, rest in this truth: God knows the cry behind your silence. Your smallest prayers, those whispered through tears in the middle of the night, are mighty in His hands. He doesn't just hear your words, He hears the feelings you can't explain, the struggles you hide, the burdens you carry alone. You can come to Him raw, real, unfinished. He cherishes your honesty more than polished prayers. Even when you think your faith is too weak to reach Him, remember, your faith is in Him, not in your strength. When all you can do is sit and cry, trust that the Lord sits with you. He is your refuge and your comforter. The Lord hears prayers spoken in hospital rooms, whispered in cars, cried out in the dark. He misses none of them. Your voice doesn't have to thunder for your prayer to reach the throne of grace. His ear is always near. On the days when you don't know what to say, let your tears fall. God collects them and turns them into hope. You are never too broken, too tired, too far gone. He waits for your whisper. His love does the rest. A single word, a broken sob, a desperate thought, he can work miracles with the smallest cry for help. The prayer that rises from your weakest moment can break the strongest chains when placed in his hands. He hears your whispered dreams, your hidden fears, your quiet hopes. Nothing is too small to bring to him. He answers the prayers you forgot you even prayed, the ones you murmured when you thought no one was listening. God's ear is always inclined toward you. He hears your voice above the noise of the world. You may feel your voice is too small to matter, but to him, your whisper is more powerful than the loudest shout. Open your heart to understand this truth. True prosperity is not just about filling your pockets, but about fulfilling God's purpose on earth through you. Prosperity is a covenant, and covenants have terms. God's prosperity answers to giving, sowing, and genuine love for Him and His kingdom. No amount of crying or quoting scriptures alone can unlock what only sacrificial giving and faithful tithing can do in the Spirit. When you understand that you are a channel, not just a container, you qualify for overflow that generations will feel. Many pray for abundance but close their hands when it's time to release a seed. Nothing leaves heaven until something leaves your hand. Fasting positions your spirit. Prayer aligns your will. But giving releases the flow of kingdom wealth because it shows trust. If you want prosperity that shakes nations, build altars of sacrifice, give to what moves God's heart, and your harvest will speak. Don't confuse a job with divine prosperity. Jobs give wages. God gives inheritance and dominion that your children's children enjoy. Tithing is not an option for kingdom prosperity, it's a covenant practice. You can pray all you want, but until you obey, the windows of heaven remain shut. Your offering is your voice in the Spirit. Sacrificial givers are never silenced in times of need. They have a memorial before God. When you sow prophet seed, you honor God's mouthpiece. When you promote the kingdom, you expand His reach. In return, He enlarges your borders. If all you do is gather for yourself, you limit yourself. When you become a river, not a pond, God trusts you with more because He knows it will flow. Love for God is the foundation. Giving is the expression. Prosperity is the result. Break that chain and it won't work. A generous heart will never know lack. Lack bows to sacrifice because sacrifice is the highest expression of faith. Don't just pray for open doors. Sow into open doors. Serve into open doors. Honor God's house and He will honor yours. Stop expecting financial miracles when your hand is tight. Open hands attract open heavens. Closed hands keep you bound. Scripture without obedience is powerless. Every promise has a condition. The prosperity covenant is sealed by giving. Many want the blessings of Abraham but ignore his altars. Abraham prospered because he built altars and obeyed without question. Prosperity is not about luck. It's a covenant walk. It demands consistency, sacrifice, and unwavering trust in God's system. Giving to the poor, sowing into your pastor, funding missions, these are seeds that speak louder than words in the spirit realm. Kingdom promotion giving breaks generational poverty. When you finance God's agenda, you enroll your lineage for blessings. True givers never run dry. What leaves your hand never leaves your life, it multiplies, circles back, and floods your barns. Don't let your tithe be negotiable. It's not a donation. It's your proof of honor that you trust God more than your salary. Your seed today answers for you tomorrow. What you give now becomes the harvest that your children will eat from. God does not need your money. He wants your heart. But your giving proves that your heart is truly His. Stop chasing men for favor when you can provoke divine favor through sacrifice. Sacrifice rewrites stories. The greatest way to show love for God is to give Him what you value most. That's why He gave His Son and reaped the world. You cannot outgive God. The more you pour out, the more He pours in. The cycle never breaks for a cheerful giver. The real test of your faith is not in your prayer closet but in your giving. Giving measures trust like nothing else can. May your heart align with this truth. Prosperity comes when you partner with God's vision. Give, love, obey and watch Him do wonders. I have gathered every tear you shed in the dark when no one was watching. Not a single cry has been wasted. I am turning your mourning into dancing and your sorrow into songs of praise. In the moments you felt invisible and unheard, I was standing right beside you, whispering hope into your weary spirit. Watch how I lift you where you least expect it. You thought I was silent, but I was preparing a table for you in the presence of those who doubted you. Get ready, your cup is about to overflow. I've seen the nights you couldn't sleep, the thoughts that kept you restless. I'm sending peace that surpasses all understanding. Rest, for I am fighting your battles. When you felt too weak to stand, I was your strength. Now you will see the fruit of seeds you thought had died. I'm breathing life into what you thought was over. I know the weight you've carried alone, the burdens too heavy to share. Lay them at my feet. I am giving you beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. Don't fear the unknown. I'm already in your tomorrow, arranging divine appointments and opening doors no man can shut. You have not been overlooked. Heaven has been orchestrating connections that will surprise you. Stay ready, for your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your prayers have reached my throne like incense. Even when you saw no sign, angels were moving to bring answers that will exceed your expectations. I'm restoring what you lost in hidden seasons, lost time, lost relationships, lost opportunities. Nothing is wasted with me. When you were betrayed, I stood as your defender. Now watch me repay you with double for every tear and every injustice. Do not grow weary in doing good. The harvest you're about to reap will make sense of every sacrifice you thought went unnoticed. In the silence, I've been shaping you, refining you like gold. You will emerge stronger, purer, and ready to carry what I'm entrusting to you. I have written your story with a victorious ending. What looks like a setback is a setup for my glory to shine through your life. I have heard your hidden sighs when you felt unworthy. My love for you has never changed. I'm rewriting your identity as beloved and chosen. Your season of waiting was not in vain. I have been maturing your faith so you can handle the magnitude of what I'm releasing. You won't have to beg for what is yours. I'm aligning people and places to favor you without striving. Rest in my promise. When doors closed, I was protecting you. The new doors I open will bring peace and fulfillment, not chaos and confusion. Your obedience in the wilderness is birthing a breakthrough in the open. What you endured privately will produce public testimony. I'm silencing every voice that spoke against you. I alone have the final word, and my word is life, blessing, and victory. Your breakthrough won't come by force but by faith. As you trust me, I'm making crooked paths straight and rough places smooth. I know how tired you've felt, how close you came to giving up. I'm lifting you with fresh strength. You will soar on wings like eagles. I'm turning your hidden battles into open triumphs. Where there was shame, I'm placing honor. Where there was lack, I'm releasing overflow. Every delay was divine. What seemed like wasted time was me protecting and preparing you for better than you imagined. You're stepping into a season where my favor will accomplish in days what you couldn't do in years. Watch me work. I'm restoring laughter to your home, peace to your mind, and hope to your heart. I am the God who makes all things new. In the places where you felt broken, I'm building you stronger. You will carry a story that heals others who felt hopeless. Do not despise your small beginnings. I delight in watching you grow. What starts small in your hands will multiply in mine. You are surrounded by angels on assignment. Even now, they're clearing obstacles and ushering in blessings that will leave you in awe. Stand still and see the salvation I'm bringing. You will testify that the Lord who promised is faithful to complete every good work. Type Amen if you believe God.